no longer talking to his son. Apparently, they don't talk much or at all. So like, they don't talk much or at all. So like, I mean, that's his dad, right? He show up like, hey, I got a black girlfriend. He's like, oh, very good, bully for you.
Yeah.
Hey, a black wife. No, son, no.
The granddaddy.
My grandchild cannot come out brown. No.
Yeah. How large would the child's head be?
But he
you know,
rag.
The person that's responsible for Princess Diana's death.
Apparently.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He was a dirty dog, though. Yeah. But no, I'm with the original part. I think it's filler. When you're old, you know, the tongue gets loose, all sorts of questions and statements come out there, and then he hadn't been feeling all that well, so he probably had some drugs in him and everything. So I'm with the old man. I think that's where that's coming from.
A little extra nip in the afternoon tea. A little drop.
Yeah, it's his
Spot of gin.
Like saying like racist and like sexual things to people.
Yeah.
That's what I read upon him.
That's why I can't wait to get old. And on that note, welcome everybody to the latest edition of the Yo Show. We are gathered as we do on every other Friday to present our original ideas and thoughts, responding to our crazy world to you, our online audience. So let's say hey to the crew here. We got Courtney. Hey. What's up, Courtney? And Andre. There it is. We got Bethany. We got Daniel. And we got Scoop.
What's in that cute teacup?
Uh-oh. What's in there? Now you gotta tell.
No. This is a firehouse cup, because they always call and ask me to donate money to the firefighters, and I say I go to Firehouse all the time, so that's my donation. I'm giving back.
Firehouse is delicious.
I've never.
Trying Jersey Mike's.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I used
Publix.
I'm classic. I go Subway for a sandwich, but I'm also from Philly, so a good cheesesteak won't hurt, you know? There's a good place called Dave's in Midtown that's pretty
right.
popular.
I don't do deli meats.
What a vegan cheesesteak?
No. I do all of the meats, y'all. I just made a pork belly. Oh my God. It's fantastic. Anyway, we got a show to do here, y'all. We're just to get us rolling here. Why don't y'all tell us what you're gonna do with your stimulus money, and we'll all check it out here. We've got a few things rolling in, but you know, the sandwich conversation is also incredibly important too.
Look, I don't shop at Publix for anything except subs, man. They're expensive, but the pub sub is what's good in the streets. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I've heard good things about the Publix subs.
The only problem I have with the Publix subs is the firm bread. It has some firm bread that you have to deal with. So I don't like them too soft. That's what the Subway is. I like right there in the middle. So that's what I'm looking for.
I have something.
What's up?
Danny P. Trainer said he's going to go to therapy with his STEMI, and I support that. I'm sorry. That's what I want. Thanks for the motivation.
Absolutely. I was trying to think of ways to roast him for going to therapy. Like, would you care about your mental health? You trying to better yourself for the people around you and try to understanding of your flaws and try to contribute to society. What's up, Scoop?
But can we roast this country? The fact that you have to spend that much money on therapy when it should be free?
Hey,
I know, right?
Mental health is still health.
And black folks don't go to therapy, man. That's disgusting.
Somebody says betting on the Knicks to cover. They
don't.
Man, just throw that money in the trash can and burn
it. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Scoop? I think the sound was clipping you.
Give me the money if you're going to bet on the Knicks.
Right. I'll spend it better than Dolan.
Nah,
Keep
look,
Patrick Ewing out of it and out of Madison Square Garden. You can't invest in people like that. You know what I mean? There's a black cat in that organization.
that was clearly someone who saw Uncut Gems and just decided they wanted to try doing that same thing.
Yeah, sneaky.
That miracle bet.
Yeah, I mean the Knicks
on vacation, and that person after my own heart. I mean, what better way to spend your money than on vacation? Just make sure you get tested before and after.
Right.
You know.
Will they let you in? You know, I don't know if they're letting us in anywhere yet. You go on a vacation to, South Georgia.
Look, I ain't trying to die right now. My vacation will be driving to the beach, waving at the ocean, and driving home. I'm not about to stay in no hotel. I'm not about to go get no kind of foot rub or massage anywhere, no spa day. I didn't want to get in the ocean in the best of circumstances. I'm not doing that now. Are you kidding me?
We got to get you a bubble, man.
Well, if you're brave, you can take vacation in Florida. You can do whatever you want to down there.
No, Disney is open right now. They're letting people inside. Apparently, they're strict on some social distancing. And I saw a picture, ain't nobody there. And I'm like, it's the perfect time to ride every ride, but it's the worst time to ride every ride.
Right. Man. Mask on a mask. You know what I mean? Like they got the big Mickey Mouse hat on with like layers and layers of masks, Okay. Y'all got any more of these y'all want to pull out?
How expensive is cat food? Because someone is spending their entire stimulus on cat food. I don't have cats, so I need for y'all to tell me.
Andres has a cat, so that's where it's gonna go. Andres,
we got two cats. Let me tell you, they eat. All right, the kid
are more important than cats right now.
What is more important than cats?
Homeless people.
Anything, literally.
Hey,
hold up. You gotta go find a homeless person, give the stimmy to them. Like, hey, I know you need this more than my cats do.
You might as well bet on the Knicks. The cat offers support. They are emotionally intuitive. They my cat captures snakes and kills them. Like what you got that's doing that, huh?
I don't know. If I asked a homeless person to capture and kill snakes, I'm pretty sure that he would be able to do it efficiently.
But are you paying a salary now? Now you got an employee. You see, a homeless person isn't a pet. That's an employee. That's a human. You filling out W-2s, right? You paying for healthcare? Nah, man, just get a cat.
Just get a cat.
Cat people tend to prioritize the wrong things in life.
What about dog people?
They're weird too.
They're great people.
See?
No, man, dog is just work. All right, y'all, we got to roll on. Thanks for your for those plans. All sound good, everybody. Good ideas. Let's say goodbye to the group, and we'll start rolling on along here. We're going to be rolling out some short form improvisational games, but we try to tackle as many unique subjects that pertain to our beautiful Black lives as we can. And one that we'd like to address now is the dramatic change in voting rights that has just taken place in Georgia. Andres, you gonna hop on up here and give us some more details on what's changed here?
Yes. So very recently, our Senate passed a bill that came from the House. Sweeping changes came to essentially access to the polls. So the legislation passed restricts early voting excessively. It restricts mail-in voting. You can no longer mail your ballot in unless you have one of the three GOP-approved excuses, and that is you're old, you're disabled, or out of town. So there's no more no excuse early voting. You also, the state can no longer send out absentee ballot requests. They've closed polls on every weekend except for I think one Sunday. You're able to go to vote only Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. You can only drop your ballot into a drop box from those times, or it's the polls are open. Essentially, it's a huge effort to curb the non-existent problem of voter fraud. I actually want to propose legislation to ensure that unicorns can no longer be hunted for sport. I want to pass very draconian laws to ensure people can't go outside during certain times of day when unicorns are most active. So, following that playbook, that's my plan.
Unicorns are a scourge. But also, y'all just make sure we're as the next rounds of votes come on out, that you're aware of what your situation is to make sure that you are counted. So along those lines, we're going to play a little classic game here, and we're going to invite Mr. Daniel up onto the screen. And we're going to tell the fortunate side and the unfortunate side of a character going to vote in Georgia. And I saw a name that I like. This Peace, LH Peace, gave us the name Boo Boo. So Boo Boo's going to vote. And clearly, Daniel will be telling us the fortunate side, and Andres the unfortunate side. It's a classic. Give it up for
It was a beautiful, bright, sunny day, and Boo Boo woke up and said, "You know what? It's time for me to do my civic duty. I'm going to vote today."
Unfortunately, Boo Boo lived in Georgia, and in Georgia, voting was extremely difficult.
Fortunately, Boo Boo was used to things being difficult in Georgia. He saw all their sports teams lose all the time. He saw all the racial division all that time. But you know what? Boo Boo had it in his head. You know what? I'm not going to let Georgia bring me down. I'm voting no matter what.
Unfortunately, Boo Boo's ride to the polls was canceled because the organization that was going to drive him there no longer had access to funds because they were gutted by new legislation that made busing people to polls completely illegal. So Boo Boo was stuck at home.
Fortunately, Boo Boo saw that unfortunate thing as a blessing in disguise, because he said, "You know what? I'm going to help Georgia in their health score, and I'm going to walk to the polls and shed off 10, 15 pounds by the time I get there."
Unfortunately, when Boo Boo arrived at the poll, the line was 6 hours long, and Boo Boo was very tired and didn't feel like waiting in the line.
Fortunately, Boo Boo had year 2 of Harry Potter in his back pocket and said, "You know what? I can knock out this Chamber of Secrets right now while I'm waiting for the polls."
Unfortunately, new legislation passed in the time between when Boo Boo walked out of his home and arrived at the polls stated that having any form of entertainment while in line was strictly prohibited. A policeman identified him as a threat and as a threat to democracy as a whole and arrested Boo Boo on sight.
Fortunately, when Boo Boo was arrested, he was able to have a conversation with the police officer. He said, "You know what, Mr. Officer, my name's Boo Boo, and I'm here to vote because it's my civic duty. I have just as much right to put my vote in as you do." Police officer said, "You know what? You're right. I never thought of it like that. Go ahead and get back in line, Boo Boo, and we'll go ahead and part the line just like Moses did the Red Sea, and you can march right on in and vote."
Unfortunately, Boo Boo is black. When he got to the front of the line, he had to present his identification. And the poll worker working there didn't recognize his form of ID, which was his library card, because Boo Boo didn't drive.
Fortunately, when the library card was dismissed, he reached even deeper in his pocket and pulled out his Y card. And they said, "Oh, just for right now, Y cards are accepted, because if you're paying $40 a month or more for the Y, you must be able to vote."
Unfortunately, when Boo Boo got inside the voting booth, he found that the choices on option weren't really appealing to him. In fact, the entire slate was full of GOP candidates.
Fortunately, Boo Boo remembered in his history classes that, he could write down whoever he wanted to on there. So he wrote down his favorite person in the whole world that he thought would be the best person to win the election. and that person was Hank Aaron.
Unfortunately, Hank Aaron is dead.
Scene. Perfect. Yes, it is unfortunate that the great Hank Aaron has passed. But we fight on. Thank you guys. That's the Yo Show motto. We try to take current things and deal with them with our improv comedy. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to ask you guys what questions you may have about the royal family or for the royal family. Especially with the current turmoil and trial of all this stuff going on with that interview where, we found out, oh my goodness, this royal ruling class who lives in a palace guarded by soldiers and represents the country that began colonization as a thing are somehow a little prejudiced. I'm sure you're all fascinated by it, and we would love to hear your questions that you might have for the royal family. And we've got 5 representatives of the royal family right here for you to ask. First, I would like to bring up a beloved figure throughout the entire UK. One Oliver Twist. Young Oliver, are you here?
Hi there, sir.
Hey, Oliver. How's life going now? Are you still living on the streets and picking people's pockets?
Sometimes I actually invested in me a telly.
Oh, you invested in a telly?
Yes.
Oh, congratulations! After all those pockets you picked. So how do you know? How do you know about the royal family?
I used to pick food from out the garbage.
Yeah, you learn a lot about a person from their track. Thanks, Oliver. We'll come back to you in just a moment. Let's get another beloved person throughout all of the UK and America, and a friend of the Yo Show, Sister Shiro. Sister Shiro, would you please bring yourself in? Greetings, sister.
Ashe.
Thank you so much for joining us. So, where did you get all your knowledge about the royal family here?
Well, I must admit, I'm over here visiting London. I might be a bit lost. I thought this panel was about Queen Sheba. The real royal family comes from the motherland.
Oh, yeah. See, yeah, we were going with these people have determined that they are self-proclaimed royal family. I guess there was a few wars fought, but I'm sure that you'll be able to offer insight because of your alignment with royalty. So
absolutely, another instance of stolen identity.
True. I'm glad we have your voice here on the panel. Thank you so much, sister. Let's move right into Carmen. Carmen, coming all the way from the boogie down.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge of the royal family with us. How did you learn so much about them?
Well, I follow this girl and she's always posting about, whatever Oprah is into. And so that little Oprah interview, it just kind of like, Instagram like knows everything, right? And so like it got me, and then I was like, wow, this is crazy. So like, yeah, I'm friends with all the influencers.
Oh, for sure. So it's you know about the royal family via the influencers. That's that we got a lot of different angles that we're coming at here. That's fantastic. Let's thank you so much. We've got some questions coming up for you. Let's get Mr. Kenneth Anderson. Masterson. Sorry, Kenneth Masterson.
Hello, how are you? Good to see you, sir. How are you? Hello.
I'm fantastic, Mr. Masterson. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day. I see you've got your tea ready. I hope is that tea?
It is tea. It is tea. It has been sitting since this afternoon, so it's lost a lot of its flavor and heat. Exactly as I like it. Very bland, very approachable, very safe, not very risky. That sort of thing. Yes.
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Mr. Masterson, how do you know about the royal family?
Well, I'm English, sir. That's sort of the prerogative of what we all do. If you live in England and don't support the royal family, you are apparently a social pariah. A lesson I learned firsthand. So I've made sure to thoroughly support and research this group of people and to become a staunch supporter of monarchy in this year of our Lord 2021.
Okay, a supporter of the monarchs. Yeah, that's a great perspective. Thank you so much. And finally, we've got Professor Albert Davis. Professor, are you available?
Yes. It is a exciting time, Christopher. There is so many things happening out there, coming off of what happened in 2020. Now, 2021, the biggest threat that the monarchy has seen in generations is happening right now, and it is exciting.
Wow, yeah, it sure is. There's a lot going on. Where did you get all of your information about the royal family here?
Oh, well, I studied for a year at university in Essex. And now I really put all of my heart and mind into studying the history of this wonderful, unique, wild and crazy royal family. And now my expertise is what's going to help make everybody know what's going on and what they need to do about it. It's really exciting. It's thrilling.
Thank you, Professor. We definitely need the academic eye on this. But we're going to go back to the top of our list and see what's going on in their trash. So let's ask a very good question. We've got some really great questions in here already. Oliver, we've got a great question here that is, what does Queen Elizabeth eat?
The Queen, well, she doesn't.
Oh, she doesn't eat anything at all.
All the trash was from food of a baby.
Huh. So there's just baby food in there. I wonder what is that from your years of, picking through people's trash and eating them, what does that tell you about the royal family? Are there some secrets that maybe we don't know about going on in the palace?
They're a little silly and they're a little fickle. And so I feel that they don't care about the people.
Ah, I see. Wasteful with that baby food. Thank you so much, little Oliver. We'll have some more questions coming up for you in just a second. So, Sister Shiro, if you could please join us here. We've got. Do you think the royal family is watching Bridgerton?
I think it is so funny that we refer to these people as royal when they stole all of the resources from the motherland. You know what I'm saying?
Start there, huh?
Right. I hear your question, but I want to focus on what's important here. Okay. The stolen resources from the motherland. The ancestors are not pleased.
I'm not pleased about it either, and I'm glad that you brought it up. We'll keep going down that train of thought, definitely. But let me move on to Carmen. Carmen, what's going on here? Carmen, I got a question. I think this question's perfect for you. How could you not love Meghan? That's what somebody wants to know. How do you not love her?
Like literally, like when I was like in high school, I remember my mom telling me like this was a big deal when she became the the princess, was married into this family. And I was like, wow, that's so huge. And it just means so much to our community. And I'm like, I just want to be like her. I agree. I totally agree. Like, what's there not to love? Literally.
Yeah, no, you're right. She's done so much, and like she's Great lady.
Like, I wish I could, like, you know, capture her air and put it in a jar.
You know, who knows? They're out of work now. Maybe she'll come out with a line of perfume or something like that.
Oh my gosh, you're so... Yes!
We'll send it over to her. Thanks, Carmen. Let's move on to Kenneth Masterson.
Hello, sir. How are you? Hi again.
Hey, hi, how are you? Maybe you could help me out with this question. What exactly does the Queen do?
No, I know this one. Hold on.
Yes.
The Queen, yes, she is the chief progenitor of more children for the line. She is supposed to continue her royal line and rule with an iron fist, sort of like how my ex-wife used to rule. You know what I mean? With an iron fist, very, very hard, harsh, disciplined woman. Did not care for Meghan Markle very much. Some disparaging things about her, and I took personal offense to some. Sorry, what was the question?
No, I think you answered it. Actually, I think you got right to the core of what we were trying to know there.
Very good. Happy to help.
Thank you so much, Ken. We'll come back to you, Professor Davis. I'd love your opinion on this. Of if the song "Nuck If You Buck" were to play around the royal family, what do you think would happen?
Oh, yes. History tells us that if Nuck If You Buck started playing, the whole royal family would come to the center of Buckingham Palace and start doing what the song says, both knucking and bucking. This goes all the way back with King George III when the Mozart wrote the original Nuck If You Buck, and that started playing. And so it is a long tradition that when that song playing, it's really a family time to come together and remember what is important, knucking and bucking.
Oh, wow.
That's where Buckingham Palace came from. All the bucking that was going on, that's the name.
Thank you. I mean, wow, that it all just comes together. It's just the information's just sitting right in front of you. That's why we bring in the experts. Let's bring little boy Oliver back in here. Oliver, I've got a question for you. How about where are they going to buy groceries? Is there like a Kroger equivalent in the UK? I've never been. I don't know what they call their groceries, like a lorry or a.
We call it the telemart. We just go and we just pick up stuff, and I don't know who goes for them though, but I feel like they'll pay somebody like me.
There's a job for you there. You could use it. Get you off of the streets. You don't want to fall back in with Fagin or anything like that. I'm a big Dickens fan. Thanks so much, Oliver. glad you came. All right. Sister Shiro, come on back. So let's just continue where we left off about where the idea of royalty comes from and how that concept was stolen. What else have they stolen?
Yes, and I will respond to that. But first, I must enjoy libations in honor of the ancestors. Sip for the father, one for the mother, and one for the son.
Thank you.
Okay. So you asked, where does royalty come from? I'm here to tell that everyone that is blessed with melanin in their skin, do you see melanin? There is an inner queen and king inside of you. We are the chosen people from the motherland, from the cradle of civilization. And as much as people try to take that away from us and build fancy monstrosities like this behind us, it doesn't change who we are on the inside. You know, I would like to bring some sage to clear the air.
Thank you. I feel the cleansing. Thank you so much, sister. Always a pleasure. Keep coming back. Hey, Carmen. Carmen.
Yes, baby. What?
Hey, so thanks for coming. I got one more question for you. Do you think Princess Kate has beef with Meghan?
It's so easy to see that. Like, I grew up in the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. And you can see like the way people look at you sometimes, they try to be low key about it. They try to be low key, but you can tell you got to pay attention because people are snakes. And it's been proven. I remember one time when I was like, at the basketball, the black top, and this girl came behind me. This girl came behind me, and I just knew she was trying to take my man. And I said, hell no, like seriously. And you gotta be careful who you surround yourself with. And that's what this has told me, like literally, be careful who you surround yourself with. Never let your guard down, like that's serious.
It is. That's hey, I hope Meghan hears it because
I literally try to like DM her all the time and tell her this stuff. They
Good. Someone should be DMing her.
One day she gonna pay attention to me and she gonna see it and she be like, "Thank you," and I'm like, "Oh my," and then I'll be famous. I'm just trying to be Insta famous. Like, come on, get this free money.
It could happen. Hey, I mean, I'm just saying, if there's somebody who needs some private messages from the mass public, it's Meghan. It's Meghan Markle.
And I am for her. I'm here.
Thank you, Carmen. Appreciate you. Let's get Kenny back up here. Mr. Ken, got a good one for you. What are they gonna do about that little boy? About Prince Andrew? What are they gonna do about it?
Oh, sorry. Just thinking about my ex-wife sort of brings back a lot of pain and memories.
Oh, you okay, Ken?
Oh, I'll be all right. We thought about having a boy once, talked about having kids, talked about having a family. But she didn't want to mix racial blood, that I was just a fling. I don't know why she would marry me, but...
You sound like you're better off without her, Ken.
I like to think that too sometimes. I also think that maybe she's part of the royal family too, They're not good people, these royals. They're not good people. You talk about the skin color of babies like it's a sort of plague or something awful to have. Sorry, I've lost myself. I don't know what they'll do about the baby. I hope they give him security. Hope they give the new baby security too. They deserve compassion.
Yes, thank you, Ken. I agree. I mean, at least protect the baby. You Brits are crazy, especially with your celebrities. So
we are, though. We really are.
We really are. Well, thanks, Ken. Thanks for your perspective. We definitely needed it. Let's get the professor back in here. Professor, what are they gonna do about money? I think that's the big question. Is wait. Ooh, isn't there? This is a better question. From I think Lane Peace. What is it true that there was a multiracial queen in the history of England?
Oh, yes, there is. Much better question. I was about to go into the secret royal pirate treasure, but this is a more important question. Back in the 17th century, there was Queen Nene, and she was pushed into the back of Buckingham Palace, and no one knew that she stayed there. It was a royal palace, a royal, guest house, but still not in the palace. And she was the family secret for so long. When the Sherlock Holmes and the private detectives were about to find out, they shipped her to India, and she became the queen of India behind the Taj Mahal. She had a palace back there. So yes, it is a long family secret. And there's a whole family of people that came from that bloodline. And the fear by all the royals here in Buckingham Palace is that someday she will come and try to become the rightful Queen of England.
Ooh, somebody needs to make a Netflix series about that one. All hail Queen Nene. Absolutely. I mean, I feel full of information. I don't know how you feel, audience, but I am just up to the brim. Thank you to all of my experts for their expertise. We definitely all learned a lot from that. I wouldn't Google any of it. I wouldn't do that, but I think you should take the lessons with you. We're going to roll right along. Right on into our next game, which is another Yo Show classic. Just one that we've come up with here that deals with another issue within the African American community. This game's called Code Switch. And there's this, that's a term that when Black people basically have to go into certain situations, work, school, there's a way of speaking there and a way of speaking at home. I'm sure all people kind of have different versions of this in their cultures, but it becomes very stark and particular in the Black community, and we decided to make fun of it. So we got a game here called Code Switch. What we need from you guys is a product that they sell, and all of the ones that we have been bleeped. We've got something here. They're selling, how about cat coffee? I don't know what the middle word is, but I think it'll just be fun for the group if it's coffee for cats. That's what you're selling. Cat coffee. And we're going to take all these fun names and we're going to create characters based off of the fun names that you're putting into the chat. And they're going to have to try to match their speaking tone to the character that they're speaking with. You'll get it as it plays. It's called Code Switch. Let's get Bethany and Scoop up here. Hey. Working away in the office. You guys sell coffee for cats, guys. And you're going to be calling in to Courtney and Andres, who will be playing all these different characters for you guys. This is Code Switch. Give it up for
Oh my God, this week has been crazy. I'm almost done with this job, but we got to make these sales.
I ain't sold nothing in 2 or 3 weeks. You know how bad my paycheck been looking?
It can't be any worse than mine.
Oh, trust me, my shit was in the negatives.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. So you owe them for the equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got to get you out of the red. We got to make some calls. I don't think the boss is in today. So once he comes in tomorrow and see all the sales we made, we might get a raise.
And I might not get fired.
Yeah, let's start there first. Probably not a raise. We just want to keep our jobs.
So you want to show me how you do your thing?
Okay. I got a list of people. Let me try Boo Boo, the Black voter. I feel like I might be able to relate. You know, everybody got somebody named Boo Boo in their family, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I got about 2 or 3 cousins named Boo Boo.
Right. So let me just call Boo Boo.
Hello. Hey, hold on one second. I said 10 all flats, extra crispy, lemon, extra. Go ahead and burn them. All right. Hey, baby. Hey.
I hope you said fried hard. Did you say fried hard?
Girl, you know I said fried hard.
Okay, well, that's good. Okay, well, let me introduce myself. This is Bethany. I'm calling from Cold Brew for Cats. And I have
Say what? Say what?
Cold Brew for Cats.
Oh, no, this sounds like some some millennial type stuff. Like,
Well,
no.
no, it's for everybody. And even if you don't have a cat,
Are we selling beers to cats?
coffee. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, what?
You got cats in the neighborhood, right? Even if you don't have a cat, you know some stray cats.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Okay. Well, it's not for black cats because those are superstitious and we don't play about that. But it's for every other cat to keep them awake and alert.
I'm sorry, I'm a pass. I'm not trying to keep no cat awake. They should die. Because
okay. Well, it'll help with voting.
no, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Oh well. Okay. Well, that didn't go as I planned.
Yeah, I was really looking for some pointers, but yeah, you I don't feel like she was feeling that coffee for cats. She might not even have no cat.
No, I don't think so. I doubt it.
But I'm gonna ask this guy, Cletus Washington Jefferson III. I feel like he might be a good catch on this this coffee craze for cats. Let me call him.
Yeah, you got this.
Hello.
Hello, this is Cletus. Where my dinner at? I'm hungry right now. You bring my dinner plate right now. Sorry, who this is?
Sir, my name is Scoop, and we're at the custom brewing for cats, and I really need your help right now. You sound like an intelligent individual, and it sounds like you have a couple cats in the background. How would you like to make your cats not as lazy as they are?
Now, I went out the past Sunday and prayed about this now, because I was talking about the cats. They don't do no work around the house. They don't pay no rent. They out there just eating the food every day. And I'm trying to get these cats to do something around the house and clean up, clean up their cat litter. So you got something to help the cats do that, clean up their litter? Because my wife can't get around. She's not ambulatory no more. She would walk around a lot when she was younger, but now she kind of stay in the house and, keep to herself, make breakfast and all that, be able to do with me. But what you got for me?
We have a product for you. It's called Coffee for Cats, and we're selling it for minimum 3 cans for $8 a pop. That's like $24, but your cats they'll cook and clean for you. Since your wife
cook clean. The last time I had a cup of coffee was 1974. When I had that cup of coffee, I was going for 3 days straight. I didn't sleep for no wink. I didn't stop or go to the bathroom. I was awake for 3 days. You tell me to get to the cats? That's something they doing now?
See, sir, I feel like if that was like you said the 80s, 70s, or you said the 80s, what year was that? I feel like you might have been on something else that had you gone for 3 days. But I'm going to send you an email about. Well, hold on, you might even have an email.
There's the email. I don't use the computer now. And my wife uses the computer. She got the email address for the both of us, so we send an email, send a little letter to the kids. The grandkids with the pictures in there. I ain't use the email for nothing. You can send me a fax though. I got a fax machine upstairs.
I'm about to fax you your invoice so you can sign and send your credit card information, and we'll holler at you later.
Okay. Now I appreciate you, young man.
All right,
you take it easy.
Okay, a sale. But I wouldn't be surprised if that man drank the coffee himself.
He sounded like he did a lot of stuff back in the day that had him missing, and I see why his wife doesn't do nothing for him right now.
Okay, I see a name on this list that looks very familiar. I can't think of where I know it from, but I'm gonna try Marjorie Taylor Greene. Let me just try her out.
Hello, this is Marjorie, the consultant of Marjorie Entertainment. How can I help you?
Hello, Marjorie. First, I just want to say God bless America.
Good for you.
Yes, and I have the best product for you. I know you're going to love it. I know how much you love animals, even more than people, even more than, certain people. You prefer animals. So we have a product just for cats. You can actually use it with dogs too, but it's called Cold Brew for Cats.
Interesting.
Yes.
More. What's the IG?
I'm sorry?
Is this on IG?
Sure. Yeah, we have a page. It's called Cold Brew for Cats. And it's actually been tested to extend the lifespan of all animals.
Wow. Like what kind of animals? Because on here it's everything. And honestly, you guys are in Australia? This is off the charts. You guys have oh wow. Do you have a branding content creator at all? Like, who's your people?
Well, sure, I would love to get that information to you, but first, can I put you down for a box of 12?
I'm interested to try it out. I think I have a few friends who would definitely, who would definitely like try it out, and I can let you know how that goes. I have a
yeah, and we can even have the cases designed in the American flag if that's what you're interested in.
You know what? I'm about capitalism, baby. I'm about that money. So like, let's do that. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, coming right up. I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds like a rough one. Well, not really that rough, but you know.
A sale is a sale. Listen.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta make, but always remember, make that money. Don't let it make you.
Absolutely.
So I think since I heard that girl say something about Instagram, I feel like I saw somebody's name on here that was an Instagram influencer. If we can get an Instagram influencer, that means we can get us to sell products for us under our names, and we can just put both our names under each box.
Okay, I see where you're going.
I think I'm gonna call Rocket Shay. Girl, say something. Hello.
Hello, what's good? It's Rocket Shay.
Hey, I've been watching your podcast and stuff like that, and I saw that you had like a couple of cats in your apartment, or like one of the apartments that you had.
Oh, you know I got cats. I love animals. Love working with animals. Love being in my videos. I did a video last week with an animal in it. I love animals. I want to adopt all the cats.
Yeah. Okay. So big. So I can tie this into an IG investment property for you. Also, at the same time, while helping me and my coworker right here that's sitting beside me that's also listening in, to where we can also not lose our jobs because our boss is on our ass, and to where you can influence the cat community all around you, Britain, everywhere you want to, global.
Influence the cat community. I got a new song coming out. That's gonna be the new single, new hotness. Oh, I love it. Put me down. We have like 8 cases. We'll do a whole thing. I'll do a shot with it. I'll put it on my stories, on my Insta, on my TikTok, everything.
Hey, we got you. We got you.
Thank you so much.
So I will sign you up for 100 cases. I know your net worth is it can afford that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna send you 100 cases. I'm gonna DM you in about 10 seconds. And then we're gonna sign you up for 100 cases. In a case that's 12 packs of kitty coffee, and the kitty coffee that's 12 times 10. What's that? 120. So you got 120 cans, and so then you will be able to feed the community of cats that's near you, and also wherever you go visit. And
this is perfect. This is so perfect. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Right. Scene. We sold some of that coffee. Didn't think we could move any of that coffee, but we sure did. Thanks, guys. Fantastic. Great character work. And some, fans of the show might have recognized some characters there. So always great to see them. Now, guys, we need you to reveal a little secret to us. If you'll tell us something that you have done that you have yet to tell your parents about. We won't, hopefully your parents are watching, but we'll keep your secrets safe with us. And we're gonna reveal those secrets. So if you could start filling up our chat with some fun things from your past, we'd really appreciate it. And in the meantime, this game is going to involve everybody, and we are going to head down to the little babbling brook on the side of the rock of Gibraltar, where the great lion yawns and smiles on Jesus. Church with our pastor. Pastor, would you come onto the screen? Thank you so much for joining us, Pastor. Would you please introduce yourself to the people?
Yes. Good morning, or good evening, or good night to everybody, depending on which time zone you're watching this. My name is Reverend R.J. Baker, and I'm the pastor here at the Church of the Babbling Brook, David and Goliath, Daniels in the lion den on the side of the road, turning water into wine, Presbyterian Baptist Universal Totalitarian Church of God.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, I mixed up the name a little bit earlier. But I have always have a great time whenever I come to your church. I always get such a great experience, and I come out feeling fulfilled.
We don't see you enough, Christopher. I just have to tell you, we don't see you enough around here. You know, we have services at 8:00 in the mornings on Sundays, and we have another one at 11:30. And then if you are one of those night owls, we got one at 5:30 at night. And if you want to get up early at 6:00, we got Bible study, and then at 5 a.m. before that, we got Sunday school. So there's more than enough times for you to come on down to the church.
I'm sure there is, but I'm going to be very honest. I just don't want to. But I'd love to hear from some of your congregants and see what's going on with them. They're going to be sharing some of their testimonies. So please, whenever you're ready, why don't you go ahead and get us started?
Yeah. So Christopher, if you came down here enough times, you would know that the first step to salvation is testimony. So I know we got a lot of people here at the church this morning, afternoon, evening, that have some things laying on their chest and on their hearts and minds, and we're gonna bring them up. Now, we're not gonna be long. So I promise everybody, we're not gonna be long. We got fried chicken and collard greens and mashed potatoes back in this assembly hall, but so we don't want that to get cold. So we're gonna keep it clipping and let these people clear their hearts and minds with their testimony. So thank you, Christopher. I'll take it over from
thank
here.
you.
Yes. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you now, the path to salvation is testimony. We got some fine ladies and gentlemen here that got something on their hearts and in their souls. So I want to bring up this first lady right now. Come on up, sister. Why don't you share with us what's laying on your heart?
First of all, hey, Reverend. How you doing?
Oh, yes, I'm doing fine. Thank you. Bless you for asking me that.
Did you like that dish I made last week?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. You know, you never outdo yourself. The things you can do with that crock pot, you're just out of this world.
I got something working for you. But right now, I'm going to be honest. I feel kind of bad, and the Lord is still working on me because on Monday, I saw this black cat, and I ran over it on purpose. And I know that the Bible says thou shalt not kill, but I don't know what came over me, and I just want to rebuke that I just want to rebuke it, and I need your help, Pastor. Can I come by? Can you counsel me?
I'm gonna stop you right there because I'm gonna have to stop you right there because let me tell you, you're on the path to salvation because buking is the first thing you need to do. Once you start buking that stuff that's messing with you, that's messing with your mind, you just buke it. You buke the devil, you buke that black cat, you buke that Volvo that you were driving, buke all of that, and you'll be on the right path. So thank you, sister. That's the kind of stuff we do, saving souls one person at a time. So come on up, brother. We got a brother here that got a lot weighing on himself. Come on, brother. What do you have to say to the church?
Pastor, this your deacon speaking. And I know I've been gone for a couple months, Pastor. But Pastor, I'm sorry, Pastor. I betrayed the community here at this church. I've been gone 40 days and 40 nights in rehab. And if you've been wondering why that supply of communion juice has been gone, it's because I've been giving me a little taste. You know what I mean? A little taste there and there. And you know my problem when I first came into the church, Pastor.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there. It's gonna take some heavy duty major league soul saving here. Cause see, not only are you backsliding, but you're stealing from the church. That is the 11th commandment that got edited out for time. Thou shalt not steal from the church. So here's what you need to do. For now on, because of you, we have to drink grape juice. We can't trust the congregation with Manischewitz wine anymore. We got to drink grape juice. So now, so everybody's mad at you. That's enough punishment. When you see Sister Florentine and Mother Jones looking at you with that nasty eye, you'll know what it's for. So we're going to move on, but just think about what you did and think about what you're going to do.
Yes, Pastor. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yes. Well, like I said, we're going to keep on moving, keep on trucking. Come on up, sister. We don't have all day. Football games going to be starting and cookout weathers, all that stuff. So come on, sister. Go ahead and tell us what's on your mind.
First, giving honor to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, who is the captain of my soul.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
What a mighty team it is. What a mighty team.
And I want to thank you, Pastor, for this opportunity to share with the congregation today that, sister ain't always been saved and sanctified, okay? We all got past, but I have to get this off my chest that I have my baby daddy tattooed on one of my butt cheeks. And it's just something that I had to get out. And I've turned over a new leaf though. I've looked into Groupons for tattoo removals and I haven't bought it yet, but I'm looking at it and woo, thank you, woo, amen.
Yes.
From
See,
one of my butt cheeks.
Yes. There's fire down there. There's fire down there. And the only way to clear that fire is prayer and finding the right tattoo removal person. Because see, if the devil leads you to the wrong one, oh boy, that fire in your lower regions, that'll burn forever. Just like if you are sent down in that eternal damnation. So remember, your job is to make sure that you choose the right one to take care of such a delicate situation. Yes. So we'll be praying for you, sister, because that ain't no joke when they start scrubbing down there. So we got another brother. Come on, brother. Why don't you tell us what's on your heart and mind?
It's hot out there now.
No, yeah, it's a hot day, afternoon, night, yeah.
Glory to God, first songs, glory to God, all glory to God. I gotta confess something, Pastor. I gotta put out there. I've been holding back on the weekends now. I've been going out with my friends, going out having some fun, having a couple beers, and I picked up a new hobby, Pastor. My new hobby. I be twerking, Pastor. I be twerking all night. Just twerking. Get the butt going up and down. I can't stop myself. But I know the Lord will set me straight. I came here to get set straight. I need you to help. You need to help me, Pastor.
Thank you, brother, for laying yourself out in front of everybody, the congregation here today. And I'm gonna tell you, I know that urge is strong, and I know that something that you're so good at is hard to let it go. But that's where prayer comes in. So you need to pray to get that removed from you, because it's a sad state to see somebody with struggles like you have right there. So yeah, you need to fight it. You need to fight. Know what you want to do. There's a difference between getting spirit and getting spirit like you in Magic City. So you need to fight it. You need to fight it.
It's hard.
Yes, I know it is.
You don't want to just turn over and bend over.
No. You need to fight that. Rebuke it. Once again, rebuking things out here.
I rebuke.
Yes.
God is good. Lord is strong.
Yes. Yes. All right. Well, you go in and keep on that fight. I think we got some more testimony, but I just want to throw out here as the sister, as the brother comes up, that we having the car wash down at the annex coming up, in a couple of days. So $5. I know you saying that's expensive for a car wash, but just remember it's going to a good place, brother. Come on, we don't have too much time left here, and I promise everybody I would get them out.
I have a testimony. This is something that I've got to get off my chest. Right at the end of Trump's presidency, I found myself dating a Trump supporter. I couldn't believe it. I saw so many signs and I just ignored all of them. And they called me and they said that they was at the rally, and I was like, oh no, I couldn't believe it was true. And now I'm just scared to put myself out there again. I don't know if I can love the way. I don't know if I can trust myself to find somebody who ain't crazy and violent and a traitor to their nation. Lord Jesus.
I'm gonna stop you right there, brother. Once again, thank you for your testimony. That was an awful, shameful situation you just laid out there. Shameful. You need to have just like when I played football in high school, my coach used to say, RJ, keep your head on the swivel. Make sure you see things coming from the left, and sure you see things coming from the right. And especially make sure you see things coming from the right. So you got blindsided, you got tricked, you got scallywagged. But you know what? Now that happened, your eyes are clear and your mind is sharper. So just remember that. You go out there into the world. So remember that, brother.
Thank you so much. I will keep that with me always, and I hope that our audience keeps this show with them always, and keeps on coming back to watch us, because that's the end of this one. Everybody, come on up, say goodbye to the lovely audience. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us and listening to our testimonials here. We have been the Yo Show, or Yo. We got a thing. What was it? Was it like this? We've got all kinds of hand thing. Great job, everybody.